Blackstone Audio presents Ralph Peer and the Making of Popular Roots Music by Barry Mazor. This book is read by Marty Stewart, Dom Flemons, Ketch Secor, and Barry Mazor.
Introduction. Something new, built along the same lines. In 1955, folklorist John Greenway sent a letter to the celebrated A&R man and music publisher Ralph S. Peer, pressing him to assess his own impact on American music over the previous 35 years or so, specifically on folk music. Peer answered Professor Greenway directly and succinctly in an unpublished letter that, in its thrust, must have taken the protest song chronicler by surprise. The letter reads, "As a pioneer in this field, I perhaps set the pattern which has resulted in a really tremendous new section of the amusement industry. I quickly discovered that people buying records were not especially interested in hearing standard or folkloric music. What they wanted was something new, built along the same lines." It was perfectly characteristic of Peer that his response concerned what appealed to people buying records, consumers of commercial popular music. He had never been driven by any particular desire to contribute something to traditional music, by any musical theory or ideology, by any sense that it was good to make or sell some flavor of music rather than some other, or even by his own personal taste, but by decades of mounting practical experience about what evoked a positive audience response, provoked it again and again. Finding an untapped opportunity that worked, an audience unaddressed, a style of music underexplored, a new way to freshen what was already available was precisely what excited Ralph Peer, spurred him to musical and music business experimentation, as the discovery of some new reaction or interaction might galvanize an applied scientist. His music-changing experiments proceeded for some 50 years with enormous impact. Ralph Peer developed and executed a business strategy that bordered on an aesthetic. At its core was a simple idea: untapped roots music, music that evidences rich history, that has moved a specific people of some distinctive place and culture and reflects their lives and rhythms, could appeal to much broader audiences by far if handled properly as a commercial musical proposition. He never, of course, referred to the arena he was commercializing and popularizing as roots music, as we commonly do now. Ralph Peer died at the dawn of the 1960s, and nobody used the term in his day. But he talked about local music, regional music, and occasionally traditional or standard or even legendary music. He knew.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?